with a wood piece, and this is just a scrap piece of wood I found in my building outside, and I thought we would do a little decoupage today. So I've gone ahead and painted it in the, this is the plaid paint by Folk Art. This is called Frosted Leaves. It's one of my favorites, and I actually just had a little bit left in a bottle. When I was at Joann's the other day, they had this really marked down. So I grabbed another one just because I love this color. It's kind of a sagey green. It's just one of my favorites. So I just kind of painted it and added water and made it very light, because our print, I think, is dark enough to where it won't show through. So we're going to get our print and everything put on here, and I've got some molds today. So I kind of laid these out like I think I want them. So hopefully I've got them like I want them. Deciding on the colors today was one of my things. So we're going to see how this goes, because I kind of saw some different colors as I was messing with it. I said, you know what, I'm seeing a different color in there. So I kind of changed my mind a little bit. So we'll work on that. I've got to paint all of these. So I'm going to go ahead and get my print on here and let it sit while we get that painted. So let's get, hopefully this paint is dry. Yeah, I believe it is. Let's go ahead and get our sides torn off a little bit. Hey, Jessica from Jessica's Party Decor More. Hey, Kelsey. How are you? Hey, Lady T. Good to see you today. I've got so many places to go and watch, people, y'all. I tell you, I try to binge watch a lot on the weekends when I can. Now this Friday, I'll be on again tomorrow, so y'all join me again tomorrow morning. I'm filling in today, and then Friday is our sale day, so that's our Craft 30 sale day. Make sure that you are a member of Craft Round the Clock. You can join. There's a link above. You should be able to join there. If not, a lot of you I know already are, because I see all of you. And then there's also a form. So if you've already filled out that form to shop with us, you do not have to do that again. But I did post it on my page. If you have not filled it out, you do need to fill that out, because that's where we have all your information. Tracy does not share this with anyone except the people that are in the sale that day. She gives us the people that have bought from us. We have that information so that we have your information to, I use PayPal, so you do not have to have PayPal. You can pay with a card any way you want to pay. I just bill you. So that makes it all easy for us, and we don't have to search for people and search for names. We got everything right there in our fingertips. And it makes it quicker to get your products, okay? So do that for us. And you can get that form on Craft Round the Clock, or you can look on my page and I've got it there. And that just helps us out so much. So I'm just going to tear this paper off. I'm just using a little ruler here. Let me get the other side. Sometimes you got to start from the other side if that one doesn't tear. And it's just a little bitty tear on this. Just want a little bit of a tear on our edges. This is a print from Reba Rose Creations. We are featuring Reba Rose Creations today, and it's called Arabian Damask. 1944. It's a brand new print that Reba has just come out with. I loved these prints. So you can grab those on her site. I've got the link pinned in my comments. So if you can't get it, just take your little scissors, give you a little cut, and you can take that right off. Good morning, Irma, and good morning, Rosebrook Cottage. Miss Shannon, how are you today? I hope you're getting all moved in. Looks like a beautiful view. I think you're going to love it, hon. You're going to have such good memories there, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. God is going to bless that, and you're going to love it. Okay, let's get the scissors right here and get that started. Sometimes you have to take your little scissors and get it started when you've got this little bitty edge. And if the background isn't dark enough, one little piece there. There we go. Now, got it all torn. I just love the tear guides. They just work better for me. Put that one over there out of our way. Now let's put this on our piece here. We're going to have a, Yeah, we'll have a little bit on the edge, but I think it'll be okay, y'all. I think it'll be okay. Now, yes, I'm going to tell y'all, the water and I just sometimes don't get along. Your hands too, Jessica. Jessica, you seem to be doing really well after your surgery. I'm so glad to see that. I know I don't, you know, I have chunky fingers. And for some reason, me and the chunky fingers just don't get along with tearing things sometimes. But I am so bad with liquid. So that's why I dry this up a little bit. Because y'all, I just don't know. I make a mess with the water pens. I used to always make a mess with. And I found these and I said, that is the ticket right there. My hands just don't want to function like they need to sometimes. But you know what? I'm so thankful that the good Lord still lets me be able to craft and do all that and do the things that I do. I don't let it slow me down. I just keep going. You know, it's a fact that we're going to get older, so we just have to just embrace it. Embrace it. I have seen people be so rude to an older person in line. Now, my grandmother did this. They have change, and they want to use their change, and they can't count real well anymore, and they're trying to do their change, and I have seen people waiting on them be so rude. I try to help if I can. I'll say, do you want me to help you with that? Because they're trying, and they grew up using all that change, and so just have respect for anybody, but especially somebody older, because we're all there. We're all there. Oh, that looks so pretty on that green, y'all. Isn't that pretty? That is beautiful just like it is, but we're going to fix it up. Hey, awesome. Let's put that to the side, and let's get these painted. So this is going to go at the top, and then I've got these roses and these other things. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to paint these all in the green because I'm going to paint my roses in the pink. So let's get these painted in the green. Good morning, Mary Snyder. How are you today? Thank you, sweetheart. All right, let's put a little bit more of this paint. This paint is a very thick paint in case that you've never used it before. Sometimes you do have to add a little water. It is very thick. I have done these with the molds, and I used Form Flex compound. It still will bend. See the bend? But it's a clay, but it'll still bend. And I like that. Hey, this Nana's Crafty. How are you today? Good to see you. Or in a park there, it's really nice. But I just don't know. When you have all your doctors and things, it's hard to want to move. It's hard to move. I think about it, but then I'm like, I don't know if I want to paint. I've got this darker pink, and there is a little bit of darker pink in there, but it may need a little bit of lighting up with a little bit. Let's put a little bit of our saltwater taffy, and this was called Violet Lemonade. Saltwater taffy and Violet Lemonade. Okay, we're going to put these. All right, let's turn that over where we don't get paint on everything. Let's try to stay out of the paint. All right, so we're going to put this back. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of putting this pretty piece up here at the top. And that's why I kind of want to do this lighter, so this would show up a little bit. And then we're probably going to touch it up. So I think I'm going to put that one up there. And I'm just going to take some of my Type Bond, which may or may not, you know, come out like it's supposed to. I'm getting toward the end. I looked for some yesterday. I went to, or Sunday, I went to a different Walmart. They did not have any of this glue where it usually is at the other store. So I don't know if they're out, but I will get some more. I've got enough right now, but I am kind of running out a little bit. Now I'm going to put just a touch of hot glue to hold it right now. Hey, Robin. You're a winter girl. Are you a winter girl, Annabelle? I do not like winter. I like spring, but we have not had very much spring. It has just gone straight into hot, hot, hot. So not really a whole lot of spring here. I think that's going to be pretty, y'all. Okay. So we got that across the top. All right, let's put our other things on. So this is going to go right down here on that little scrolly piece. That little piece right there, which is pretty as well. Let's get a little bit more glue out. You're eating honey when your voice is bad. Oh, good, Deborah. I need to start doing that. I can't have a lot of sugar. You may be going out on a limb. I didn't see the rest of that. I'll go back and read, and I'll go back and answer any of your questions. You'd rather sweat than freeze. That's me. I love to work in the yard, and I don't mind sweating. I'm used to it. And if you're like Debbie and I, and you live in the South and you've lived there, you know that you're going to sweat, and everybody else is too. That's the thing. Everybody else is sweating. So you kind of get used to it. Most everywhere is air conditioned. You know, the air conditioner's like cold. Y'all, when you go in these places, at church, they keep our church cold to keep down the germs. It is so cold in there. I have to wear a jacket or take a wrap or something to put on in our church building. It is that cold. And, but they, you know, they want to make sure it's just, they tell everybody to bring a jacket or something. Kind of just keep the germs down. It does help with germs. All the church buildings are cold. Every one of our church buildings are cold. Y'all, I'm going to move that down just a little bit. I like that on there. And Annabelle, you're next. Okay, Lou Bell's Hot Mess Creations is up next. So y'all be sure and give her a watch. Okay, we got 5 minutes, so we're going to get this other part on. And y'all, just trying to remember what I was going to do. I had to think for just a minute because I was going to put these here. These are going here. Let me make sure that's what I wanted to do. I'm going to look at these. Okay, let me see. Got to go back. Let me make sure I'm kind of putting them like I wanted, or did I have them? Yes, I think I had them like this. Let me see. Yes, I had those two like that. Okay. All right, and then we're going to put our roses on here. And if I don't have time to glue all of these, that's okay. We will just show you what we have. Show you my crazy thinking. Let me put these here. And put that one in. These are kind of going toward the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then I kind of wanted that one right in there, something like that. And these right here. And then these are going right, I might have had those the other way. These are going right in here. Let me make sure that's the way I had it. Wait, I had this one down. Y'all give me just a minute. I'm thinking just a minute like I had it. Okay, I think I had them like this. So I'm going to put them like this. So I'm going to glue them on. I've got a few minutes, but I want to show you the whole thing. It's going to look like that. So I just love the way that looks. I kind of just put it together. Isn't it pretty? Let me get some glue. I think I'm going to put these on first. Let me just get these put on. Kind of like we want them. This may not be the exact pattern I had out, but I think it'll work. Just going to put this one there. I am going to have to touch up just a little bit, but that's okay. We will. We'll touch it up. Let's put this one kind of in the middle there. And I may have to put a little bit of hot glue on there too. But I'm going to put these right in here. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. I just kind of had it fixed like I wanted. We're doing good. We still got 2 minutes, y'all. We got 2 minutes. Miss Annabelle is getting ready, and she will be up just as soon as I go off. So you You can pull your screen down if you're in Craft Round the Clock, and it will take you straight to the next person. Okay, let's get these on. I like it. Thank you. Yes, give me a heart if you're loving this. Just something a little different, y'all. I just felt like it didn't need a lot, but just wanted to do just a little something with these molds. Molds can be so fun just to add them in and make them work. You can just take different pieces and make them work like you want them. And I'm going to put a hanger on the back. So I'm going to kind of meet that one up there. The only other thing that I'm going to do, and I may have to move that one down just a little bit and push that. You can kind of push them and bend them because they do bend. So you can kind of do that as well. That's why I'm not completely sticking it yet. I might have to do a little finagling with that. I'll do that. And then I'm going to take, we got 1 minute. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Peridot or Peridot, whichever one you call. This is one of the metallics. And I loved this color. At first I was going to do gold, but as you see, it's got that darker color underneath here. You can see that. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and I'm just going to brush it on my piece just like this. It's going to give it a shine, but it's going to give it that little dark highlight, if you can see that right there. Can you see the shine?